May I come in, sir?
Please. Yeah, please.
Good morning, sir. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Pradeep, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Pradeep Kumar. I born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh district, Bijnor. I did my schooling also from my native place. Then I did my graduation in electrical engineering from IIT Delhi. I worked for 2 years in Delta Electronics in Bangalore. Then I got selected in engineering service. Right now I am working as a assistant director in Central Electricity Authority under Ministry of Power.
You have done it from IIT
Yes,
Delhi.
sir.
Have you read today's newspaper?
Sorry, sir, I didn't get the time to read the newspaper.
But once you are trying to,
Yes,
you should read it. Anyway,
yes.
on what subject can I ask you a question in which you are comfortable?
I'm comfortable in any subject.
What do you think the electricity which is being produced in the country, how much is it adding to the carbon footprints in our country?
Okay, so majorly energy production in our country is based on the coal and is account of about the 74% of total electricity production. And amount of the carbon emission added by the electricity sector is quite high. Exact percentage I don't know, but I would say it's comparatively very high. I think this is the first, and then agriculture and industrial sector comes in the emission segment.
So, what is your take on how to reduce this carbon footprints?
So, sir,
Suppose you are,
yes,
in a position after entering the service,
yes, sir.
you get into this sort of a scenario. How will you, try to reduce this?
Right now, government having the multiple programs regarding the reducing our carbon intensity of power sector, especially and economy as a whole per GDP. And we are working to add more renewable capacity. Right now, we have 42% renewable capacity at present, and our target is to achieve 500 gigawatt and 50% capacity from the non-fossil coal by 2030. And with respect to the energy consumption, right now it's 74% from the coal. Gradually, we are going to reduce it to only 50% by 2030, as per the Panch Amrit target of the government. And we have the renewable purchase obligation as well, and the renewable generation obligation as well.
When is your interview?
It's 20th of February.
20th of February.
Yes,
Why
sir.
February is important?
I'm not sure.
Your interview is on 20th of February. That should be a good,
Yes, sir.
it should be important for you.
Yes, sir. I will read about it.
Anything else which has happened recently in February?
Many things happened, sir. Like budget recently got passed.
Anyway, all the best.
Pradeep, you work in CA.
Yes, sir.
What do you do in CA?
Right now, I am working as assistant director under division thermal planning and development division, which deal with the capacity addition, allocation of the coal, and with respect to the utilization of sewage treatment water in our thermal power plant.
Why the new coal-fired thermal power plants not coming up in many numbers? Why are we replacing the ones which are getting older? Why they are not getting replaced by new ones?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat it?
See, there are thermal. What is the average life of a thermal power plant? Coal-fired.
It's a 25 years.
25 years. So there are power plants which are coming to the end of their life. We find many of them are not being renewed. The new plant is not coming up at that place. Why?
It depends on case-to-case basis. We take the case. We have division renovation and modernization of the old thermal power plant, and where life extension is possible, we do it. And sometimes it become inefficient and
No, I'm asking you put a new one there.
yeah.
That I outlived the life. You have the land available. Have a new one built there. What is the problem?
Yes, sir, we do build. We have the like we add new capacity also on the same land, but it depends on the sir availability of the coals and the resources and the water also at that
The
location.
plant was running, coal was coming, water was there.
I will give you the example, sir, of the Faridabad thermal power plant that got shut down because of multiple reasons. But one was related to the emission standard is not meeting as per the NCR region. Second was the coal transportation cost was very high. It was coming up far from the area.
Coal is being transported to the western part of Haryana to Faridabad. It could not be transported.
Yes,
Do you think
sir.
that's a logical thing?
Yes, sir. But yes, sir. You are right.
You
Main,
closed down Panipat, you closed down Faridabad,
yes,
but you can transport coal to Hisar.
yes, sir.
Okay. Pradeep, why you want to join IAS? You are doing a good job, technical job. You are from IIT Delhi. You want to leave everything and become a babu.
Right now, I am doing good job and I am happy in this job also. And but when I started preparing for I started with the civil service only. But seeing the so diverse that uncertainty and this that I have to prepare a lot.
Now you are certain you are a qualified engineer doing a good job. So why you want to get into this service now?
Like
When you started writing different.
yes.
Now that you are already in this,
I want to like right now what we job nature right now we are mostly office job oriented and we have less presence on the ground, and that is something driving me to join civil services to have the ground presence and to
why suppose you land up in audit accounts, you'll be in the office.
yes sir, then I will think about it. I
If you are
might
in income
continue.
tax, you'll be in the office.
Yes sir.
So how will you win ground?
Yes sir, mainly I am aspiring for the field job.
All the civil service jobs are not field jobs.
Yes sir.
Okay. Now tell me something about Ken Betwa river linking project.
Ken Betwa linking project is the two rivers to transfer the excess water to the other river, and it's happening in the border of the Madhya Pradesh and the Uttar Pradesh. Where Panna Tiger Reserve also passes through it.
The work? No.
Yes.
What is the importance of that project?
Purpose we have Bundelkhand region which that is water deficit, and we try to
Okay.
yes.
Who is the current world male cycle champion?
I'm not sure, sir.
You do cycling, isn't it?
Yes, I do cycle.
Okay. That will be all from my side.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So, good morning, Pradeep.
Good morning.
So, you are an electrical engineer from IIT.
Yes, ma'am.
That's very good to know. So, my first question is going to be, tell me, how many IITs are there in India?
Exact number I don't know, but it's about 21.
Okay, that's not the right number. As per HRD ministry, which is supposed to be the best IIT?
It's IIT Bombay.
Again, my third question on IIT is, recently, about 1 or 2 months ago, an IIT was also opened in the outside India, in some foreign country. Are you aware of it? Which country it was?
It's IIT UAE.
IIT is UAE.
Yes.
Okay, but see, because you are from IIT, I asked you these questions,
Yes.
but they're not right.
Yes.
So, okay, let us move towards the budget.
Okay.
Budget was passed in the parliament. It
Yes.
was presented in the parliament
Yes.
on the 1st of February.
Yes.
So, was it the regular budget, or was it the interim budget, or it was vote on account, or was it different?
Because of this is election year, so it was interim budget and it's also called vote on account.
Okay. So Indian budget as such, do you think it is a surplus budget, it's a balanced budget, or is it a deficit budget?
It's a balanced budget.
We have a balanced budget.
Yes.
Okay, who told you that?
Like
I thought Indian budget was a deficit budget.
yes, ma'am.
You understand the meaning of the balanced budget? What is a balanced budget?
I think when we are meeting our expenditure and the revenue side.
When the receipts and the expenditure are equal,
Yes.
then we have a balanced budget.
Yes, ma'am.
See, all the countries they try to have a balanced budget, but India doesn't have a balanced budget. It is a deficit budget India has.
Yes, ma'am.
So, can you hazard a guess? Where does the receipts of the government come from?
It's a receipt we can divide in tax and non-tax receipt we get.
Okay.
The majority of receipt we get in taxes, different type of taxes.
What are different type of taxes? Like we have direct taxes, we have indirect taxes. So, can you distinguish and tell what are the direct taxes, what are the indirect taxes?
Okay, so direct taxes that is levied on the same person, where the government try to, but on the indirect taxes levied on some other person and collected from other.
Which are the direct taxes, which are the indirect taxes?
Income tax is the direct tax and GST is indirect tax.
Yes, but you have more number of, categorizations in both this thing.
Yes,
So, as per you, when we add the direct taxes and indirect taxes and the non-tax revenue, then the expenditure is equal to the collection of the taxes, or India is borrowing from
we are-
different countries.
We are borrowing about 28% of our.
Then how can we have a balanced budget?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let's leave the budget. We move on to the next question. Now, you are from UP.
Yes, ma'am.
So recently on 22nd of January, the Ram Mandir was inaugurated by our Honorable Prime Minister.
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell me the approximate cost of construction of that Ayodhya temple? That is question number 1. Second question on the Ayodhya temple is the entire construction of the temple met by central government, state government, or both? So you have to answer both the questions of Ayodhya.
Okay. The first cost, ma'am, exact, I'm not able to recall right now. But as per the cost sharing between center and state, I think it was a majority of charity and contribution by the people to build that temple. And the state center have not contributed, but it has built the infrastructure surrounded by the temple to promote the tourism.
So the first part you do not know, but the second part is your correct answer. Now, just because you're an engineer, I'm going to ask you this question. India has recently gone towards, it is moving towards 6G.
Yes.
We have recently moved to 5G.
Yes.
Why are we going towards 6G? What is the difference between 5G and 6G? Is there any country in the world which is using 7G and 8G? These are the two questions on 6G.
Coming to the India is the fastest country to roll out the 5G in the world, and now
5G in the
Yes.
world. Okay.
now countries like India is pursuing and aspiring to become world leader in the 6G technology also, and in that regard, government has rolled out the vision document for the 6G, and there are certain benefits with respect to the 5G. Why we are going to the 6G? First, the speed will be more, latency will come down, and as far as growing population, we need more information and digital connectivity to become the developed country. That is some vision, and to become the pioneer in the 6G technology at the global stage.
So you want to say that India is the first country in the world to have 6G?
No,
Or there is some other country in the world which is already using 6G? And if they're using for what?
Right now, I'm not sure is there any country which is using 6G right now, because it's under the research and development stage and it's building, and it will take about 2030. By 2030 it will be ready to use it large
No,
scale.
your answer is not really correct. I think you should read a bit about 6.
Okay,
Okay,
my
thank you.
Okay. Welcome, Mr. Pradeep.
Yes, sir.
I've seen your DAF, your choice of services.
Yes,
Group B service is figuring very higher,
yes.
much higher than many Group A services.
Yes.
Any specific reason?
I earlier mentioned also I prefer field job and I want to work on ground level. That's why I'm pursuing.
But Indian audit and accounts and revenue services are still figuring higher. They no field work there.
Yes, sir.
Then
And the-
why
that-
other services you prefer field service and
Yes.
revenue and audit you want to go?
Yes, sir. Its second is regarding the Group B service, where career progress is slow compared to the Group A service. So I choose that is at right place. I found my according.
If I say you are more interested in power
Yes.
of a bureaucrat, you
Yes.
are interested in power. You
Yes.
want power for doing what?
Power is energy, time rate of energy.
You are interested more in power.
Yes, sir.
By opting for this Group B services, so you want to enjoy the power of the service.
As per my interest, I would like to work on multiple field if I get the opportunity, and power is something I can be better in this. But if other opportunity I got, I will be more than happy to work.
Okay, see, now there is one body which releases the ranking of the country on corruption index. Where do we figure the corruption index?
Right now, our rank is not good.
What is the rank now? The latest report.
Exact rank, I'm not able to recover. It's about 80 rank,
It is more than 80. Okay.
86, I think.
Anyhow, you will learn somewhere close. Yeah. So, do you think it is good?
No, sir, it's not good. When it comes to the Nordic countries like Denmark and Norway, they are doing fantastic and they have able to control the corruption to some extent. Even in South Asia and in Southeast Asia, Singapore is something which has been given the highest, one of the highest ranks, and we should aspire to become the top ranker to curb the corruption.
So, where lies the problem?
Problem lies in our system itself, like we mainly say the British legacy we have been following in our system, where authority has been remain unchallenged by the people and people is
How
not
to
utilized.
change that?
We need to bring we have to bring more decentralization and less concentration of the power in one hand, and more people participation and scrutiny like social auditing will work.
Why do you think that most of the things should be faceless?
Uh, to
Most of
some
the services should be given.
Yes,
delivered
use of
faceless.
technology to make things faceless is something also good idea to work upon it. And like we have faceless assessment in terms of the taxation, we have reduced to some extent the corruption in tax collection and like this.
Okay, see, now you are from UP.
Yes, sir.
Suppose your police is also your second choice. So suppose you are posted as a young police officer,
Yes, sir.
and after a hectic day of work, you are going to wind up at 6 o'clock to want to go home,
Yes.
and a message comes from the Chief Minister's office
Yes, sir.
that a house of a criminal is to be demolished tomorrow at 10 a.m. So what will you do?
I am already in the service, and at the first day we have told that we are on job 24/7, and
Okay.
that whenever time required we have to be available.
Good, but then what you will do that immediate next day this thing has to be done and report to be submitted to the Chief Minister's office by tomorrow evening.
Yes, sir.
So what you will do?
My job is to follow the order of the minister, and it should be abiding by the law and the constitution.
What you will, as a police officer, what are your duties? What you will do? What steps you will take? It is a big thing, huh? Because how demolishing
Yes.
property of the person, huh? There are
Too many issues involved in that.
So first, I would try to my job would be to maintain the peace and security of the people surrounded by that area, and to if I need to make the arrangement such that if any large scale disruption happen, we should be able to control the situation.
Okay. Now we are talking of this Amrit Kal. What is this Amrit Kal? And what we want to reuse many times this word.
Uh, Amrit Kal is related to the developed India. Like we are targeting to become by 2047, and that Kal is already started, and we all are working to become developed and also having the aspiration.
What is the definition of a developed country?
Definition is related to the living standards, per capita income.
What should be the per capita income of a developed country as of present state standards?
Present day standards, it depends on the like purchase parity we have also.
But there is some figure is given by some international bodies.
Yes, right now I'm not able to say.
What is the per capita income of our country right now?
Right now it's about 1 lakh per annum.
1 lakh only.
About 1,15,000 something nearby.
Where you got this figure?
What's that?
How did you come to that conclusion? 1 lakh, 1,15,000.
We like total national income we have and we divide by all the population.
You have done the calculation yourself.
No sir, it's NSO that to the.
They have given 1 lakh 15,000. When did they give that figure?
I'm not sure sir.
Please read about it. It's not like 15,000. This much more than that.
Okay sir, I will read about it.
Okay, thank you.
Pradeep,
Yes sir.
you know anything about artificial intelligence and automation?
Yes.
You know something about it.
Yes.
Now tell me, what will be the impact of this artificial intelligence and automation on workforce? Do you think jobs will increase or will it become worse, the job situation?
At present scenario is quite debatable topic, like how artificial intelligence going to impact the job. But as far my understanding goes, like whenever there is a disruption in the technology, some jobs are transformed to the new jobs that happened earlier also when we had the computer revolution, where we that time also was thought that computer going to take a lot of jobs. Like for example, when calculator invented, it thought calculator will remove all the jobs related to the calculation part. But somehow it has complemented our work and it has increased our efficiency. The way the productivity also has got increased. Somehow impact will be artificial intelligence will have impact on the job which not which are recurring in nature, not require many mental ability. Those job may be taken by the artificial intelligence, but somehow it's going to complement our efficiency and productivity.
Okay, in the longer run, it will complement.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the government doing right now in terms of equipping the workforce to get ready for this changes? For these disruptions you are mentioning.
The government have done and doing multiple things regarding to adopt the like in the G20 where they come out with having the global partnership on AI. Also, we have platform. We are making sure that at the global level we are cooperating with each other country to make sure that artificial intelligence is inclusive and is reaching to the last mile people also. Its benefit is shared with all the people. And second, with respect to the development of the skill under Skill India also, that component has been added to make our next generation ready for the artificial intelligence.
Okay, great. Gig economy. What is a gig economy?
Gig economy is a recent phenomena. It was earlier also, but name have been given gig economy. It's related to the contract workforce. The people have like flexibility in terms of the work.
So, what is that gig actually?
Gig exact meaning I don't know, sir.
Okay. So, it has created a lot of jobs,
Yes, sir.
no doubt,
Yes, sir.
right? But there are some concerns in the gig economy.
Yes, sir.
What are those concerns?
Concern is first regarding the quality job. When we say quality job, we should have social security, we have a security of tenure, and we should have the opportunity to enhance our skills. Those things somehow lagging here. People come and do the job, but they don't build the long-term capability and enhance their skills and to upgrade themselves and get better job further. Those things are missing.
Okay. So you had the budget this year. This is my last question.
Yes.
How do you look at the budget? You see, it gives a realistic outlook, right? Is that realistic or the optimistic outlook? Is that real or is it hiding something?
I would say it's optimistic. It's not real because right now government is trying to consolidate on the fiscal front. Fiscal consolidation has been the aim of the government, and the government right now trying to pursue the private sector to take the lead, and government should try to only facilitate the private sector.
So what is the fiscal deficit target, by the way?
It's 5.1%.
So how much was achieved this year?
This year we achieved 5.4, I think.
5.4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Pradeep,
Yes,
your formal interview is over.
yes, sir.